Good evening, Erwin. Thank you for joining us from Mams and Toti. And Erwin tonight is going to speak about being a field messenger, what it is, and why he's doing it. So, Erwin, the first question we have is, what is a field messenger?
Well, let's say, what is a field messenger?
Yeah.
Was that the question?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, a field messenger is anybody like me, you, anybody with a phone is a field messenger. A field messenger is really just taking a video of something that's happening. And there's just certain tips that you have to do. And it's actually could be so exciting to do. And once you start doing it, it just becomes easier and easier. Although I must say it wasn't really difficult for me, but the technical things is a little bit difficult until I realized that it doesn't have to be. And I will explain later really how I do it. But yes, a field messenger is all of us. Is, as I say, somebody telling a good story, a positive story, or a negative story. And unfortunately, all my stories all be negative, but soon it will be positive as well.
Yeah, that's good. What is the aim of the field messenger reports?
You know, to tell it as it is, to tell it as it happens. You know, I'm here, us here in Toti, drowning in sewage. It's actually really, really bad, and been going on for, well, since April. It's been a problem before, but since the floods, it's just chaos. To tell it as it is, you know, the latest one I did one on Sunday. I just happened to be there and I saw it and I just did it as it is. Some things happened in town that I couldn't get there, and I asked people just do it for me. And somehow, I don't know what it is, but if you can imagine, if we have 10, 20, 30, and what you call us field messengers, or just reporting what's happening, what's really happening in Cape Town. I mean, the positive things in Cape Town, the beauty of Cape Town. I mean, it could take you 10 minutes or take a drive and just do a few clips and just tell people how beautiful Cape Town is. Unfortunately, we can't do that in Durban now because for obvious reasons. But soon I'm going to do that. And anything. I mean, we got the PSA strike now. I think there was a strike on. I only found it later this afternoon because I've been without Wi-Fi since Friday night. So not that I really watch news, but I do catch up on it now and then. And, you know, this is something that could become very, very, very negative for this country. The PSA, they strike, they can bring this country to a standstill. But it's those types of stories. Be there, go and talk to people. Simple as that.
So it sounds like it's real reporting by the people.
That's exactly what it is. And we all know the main media is rotten, absolutely rotten. And I can tell you, I can give you a few examples, but I won't go in there now. With that, we wanted them here. We had eventually Rapport, Afrikaans Sunday newspaper, did a story on the sewage last week, and I was very, very surprised. But half of what was told to them was put into the newspaper. Not everything, not the very, very bad stuff, but and I know, and I know about it because I wasn't there. I was supposed to have been there, but people that I know very well was there. And yeah, at the end of the day, the dream, and I think that's Kim's dream, it should be everybody's dream, really, is to get news from all over, to get news from a little town called Brandfort, which where I was brought up. So, by the way, I grew up there on the farm. You know, the little history there with Winnie Mandela. Okay, not sure whether the world wants to know about it. I'm just mentioning it. you know, whenever you're in a small rural town, you still get these donkey carts coming. And I'm sure, I don't know if you all heard the story of, I'm not sure whether it's in which province it is, that the government, the local government actually sponsored donkey carts to some rural community. I think it was 20 donkey carts, and correct me if I'm wrong. And it came to about 720,000 rand for 20 donkey carts. And I'm not sure whether it comes with a maintenance plan, but that's just the cart. So they didn't give them donkeys. But anyway, it just be such a good story if you're there, if you know what I'm saying. And anything else, really. The good things that's happened. Put it out there. You know, I can tell you one thing about this as well, that I have met so many people in the world. You have no idea. I can tell you, it was my second one with the one at the school, which was quite a big spill. Somebody in the world, and I can't mention the name now, took it upon herself to actually send an email to the president and to quite a few big shots in the government. And I've seen the line of emails. It's been sent to me afterwards. I never knew it. I never realized it. And I think it's because between her and the pressure or United Network News, people have seen that video. And it was a prominent one next to a high school. And it's the first one, it's the only one today that's actually fixed. And it's been fixed now, maybe 2 months, 3 months ago. That's why I say, you don't know who you're talking to. And the fun to meet these people. You know, nice to talk. You don't always put voice to face or face to voice, but yes, it's. I think it's a duty of all of us to do it, to talk to people about our country, because there are very, very positive things here too.
Yeah, absolutely. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the interesting, and the how to, and just sharing. And is there an age limit on this reporting?
Pardon? You ask us age limit? No, not at all. No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, I don't know if you've seen them. There are actually many ones in the. I mean, a little boy showing how to fly a kite and how to make a kite. We've seen that one with was it the tiny horses?
Yes.
Yeah, no, anyone.
Okay.
You know, at the end of the day, take your phone, switch a camera or video on, put it horizontal, okay, and start talking, or start talking or filming whilst you're talking. If you don't want to, you can just, whatever happens, if a horse jumps in the road, car stops, film it. You don't even have to talk about it whilst you're filming it. Filming it, stop it. When you get home, you can actually take your phone again and record yourself. You can write down the story if you want to, that you want to say, because you're going to make a lot of mistakes, let me tell you. I have forgotten days called Wednesday, Sundays, because I tend to you know, say where I report from and what the date is. I think that's important, although I believe, or I see on Sunny's show, that a lot of people don't do that. But that's just me. But you can then afterwards sit and record yourself until you're happy. And those are the two one. That one, the introduction of actually how the horse jumped in there, what happened, whatever the story is, and those two clips, because it's two clips, you can just send those two clips to United Network News, or there are a few ladies that you know, Paige, it's Naila. There are quite a few of them. I can't remember all their names. I deal with Paige a lot. And they do the thing there, and they, you know, they put it on. And I can tell you, Australia and New Zealand, there are a lot of field messengers coming up there. And oh man, look at the Drakensberg. Our country is so beautiful. And we need to share that with people, but also, as I said, the negative news as well. Not that we like negative news, but we got to tell it as it is.
Yeah, bit of reality. So the aim is to give the power back to the people to tell the real news when they're at an occasion where they can do the real reporting and then some other reporting.
Absolutely.
For years and
absolutely.
years, we've had the scripted news. Now we want the people to tell the news.
Yes, yeah. And it's such a pity. I haven't seen any of that coming out of Brazil because, we all hear these stories after the elections in Brazil that which Lula won. And then, the stories we hear, my media says nothing, is that actually the whole country is standing up and for cheating in elections. But that's where you need a field messenger showing us really what's happening.
Yeah. So,
just to give you an example.
Tell me, why did you start doing this? And what has the result been of you doing the field messenger reports? Has it had any effect on your community? Take us through that.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. And I could talk very long about that. But you asked me the question, why did I start? It was actually after the floods. The pity I didn't know about this during looting time. And I just realized, even people in South Africa, people that we know, people from Pretoria, friends, families, I don't think anybody realized how bad this was. And I just wanted to show it, let people, as many people as possible, see it. And I did that one. And suddenly, as I said to you, the one sanitation one I did, the lady got in touch with the presidency. And I can tell you, as I said now, that specific line is absolutely 100% right. And I talk about lines, there's a lot of sewage spills with different rivers, goes into little Stroompie and all goes into the sea. And what this has done, it's opened, how could I say that? Start meeting a lot of people. We started organizing, I called a group together. And I think it was just after they closed all the beaches, and then they opened them again. Then they close them, then they open them again. They're open right now. But no one should actually put their foot in the water, let alone, I don't even want to walk on the beach now. It's really, if you see the filth that goes into that water, is unreal. And it's open now. And it's holiday season coming. So But there are things happening. I can tell you very quickly. A few months ago, we organized a meeting, and we all the media, all the local media, and WhatsApp groups and whatever, and 20 people arrived, and we start and we say, okay, this group, that group, how are we going to do? But as if the energies just started going. It wasn't 2 months later, somebody in town, lady by Michelle, started what we call tidy towns, and we got people in on Saturdays to go and clean different areas. And I tell you, the garden service people, everybody came together. The first one, we were about 40 people. The second one, we were about 100 people. The third cleanup, we were most probably 500 people.
Wow.
And if you drive through our town now, if you drive through Toti now, and I'm talking suburbs like Winkelspruit, Doonside, there are quite a few areas that we still got to get to. Is really so nice. It's clean. It is places that trees were overgrown. You couldn't see the sea. You can stand on the pavement and see it now. Unfortunately, you just don't want to swim there. But anyway, yes. And what I can say to you, I organized another meeting a few Saturdays ago, and we asked the councillor, the DA councillor, and one thing I could do, maybe have to put this on record now, is in my very first, the video or the report I did with him, my words was, this is a man I can work for. And I really was what he really showed me a lot of things and positive. And I can tell you that after that, we had one more discussion. In fact, when I said to him, thank you, he said, oh, thank you. It was nice to meet you. When I see him in town, he doesn't greet me. He doesn't talk to me. I send him how many emails until eventually I just stopped. And what I said to him is, I'm here to help, because we could maybe get funding to fix this place. That was really what I did, to find out, to do a needs and assessment, to get information from him. Silence thereafter. Anyway, he in the invite to the people, we said maybe he might just be there to tell us what the plan is. Anyway, I arrived the Saturday morning, over 200 people there. I was so excited. Anyway, cut a long story short, we chatted, talked to the people, everybody very upset. Eventually somebody said to me, okay, just let him talk to tell us the plan. And like a typical politician, because this was done just on Winkle-Straight Beach, in the parking area, and a little camping area in the grass there. And he called everyone together. He said, no, come closer, because I had one of these things that I've spoken to. And he said, no, come closer. And he stood up on a chair, and he started talking, but looking down at all of us. And he started talking, and he doesn't give feedback. If we read the newspaper every Thursday, the local newspaper, he's in there. I mean, I haven't seen that newspaper in I don't know how long, but anyway. But to cut the long story short, it wasn't long. And we eventually said to him, no, it's enough. It's enough. Get off there. But before that, he gave us then saying that the leakage on Winkle-Straight Beach is 99% fixed, and should be fixed by the Monday, Tuesday, and the rest would be fixed in 2 weeks. And from there, unfortunately, with people, this group talks about this, and they eventually are more pro this and pro that. And a few of us, I can tell you again, 3, 4 of us, maybe 6 of us, then attended the meeting. I didn't. Three people attended the meeting in eThekwini, the municipality, with city manager and somebody else. Because, excuse me, just to say too, in that meeting we said, we have to help you. We can't even fix our own, we can't change the globe in your streetlights. They would arrest you. Anyway, and at that meeting, it was actually decided, and this is not really, everybody knows this in Toti, that private people can now be involved to help. It started with the vandalism of the pump stations, for instance. I mean, they didn't have guards there. The local CPF said, we will do it for you. No, you can't do it. Eventually, they decided we can. I can report to you now that 2 pump stations is fixed already. Winkle-Straight is now fixed. There's still maybe 4 to go, but there's a shift now. Things are happening. And all of this, you can call this a field messenger report, because I believe some of these people see it. I have no doubt about it. I don't have 100% proof, but I think so. So yes, it's really just get up and do it.
Yeah.
That's all. Just do it.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's really easy to do.
It looks like it. So basically, the basics of it is record your phone in horizontal mode, as in not upright, but long ways. Most important.
And not against the sun. Don't let the sun always be sort of from the side or from behind you. But then again, if it happens in front of you and the sun is there, just do it.
Yeah. And
just do it. I mean,
be mindful of if there's a wind blowing, that you get good audio. And if you can't get good audio, just go home and write a script, and then you speak it into your voice message on Telegram or WhatsApp, so you've got it, and then you can forward that as a message.
Simple as that.
Yeah,
simple as that. And Thandi, if anybody is interested, need help or whatever, they welcome to call me anytime.
Okay, great. And then
It'll be a pleasure.
And then it's simple, as in we email it to field messengers at unitednetwork.news. And simple as that.
Yeah. Although I can tell you, I send it direct to Paige, and just we must probably, because we know each other now, and she helped me a little bit, to say, no, just stand there, just this is how you introduce yourself. Erwin from Mark, Field Messenger, reporting for United Network News. And at one stage, I didn't actually. What is a UNN? The other one, the big one in America. They're also UNN, isn't it? United. Anyway, I made that mistake, but fortunately, I knew I made the mistake, so I re-recorded it. But then again, it's taking the phone horizontal. If you want to speak yourself first, obviously the camera facing you. Okay, my phone, the Apple, I can't change it whilst I'm doing. So I got to, if I do it myself, look at my record myself, stop it, turn it around, show what is happening. Ready, talk if you want to. If you don't want to talk, don't talk. But show what you like to show.
Yeah.
And as I say, you can then go back, because I used to be right there and started talking, but I've sometimes either before I go, it's just so much easier at home or in a more relaxed environment. Like I did one on Saturday, and it was really made in 3 clips. Although Sunday, this last Sunday, I actually did it live whilst it was there, but only at home did I actually do the introduction, if you know what I'm saying. Or filmed the introduction. And when you send it, you send it in that order.
And they stitch everything together, so we don't have to have any special skills. They do all the stitching together for us.
Yeah, no, I don't have skills. Okay. I can sell ice to Eskimo, but when it comes to skills on these phones, I'm still learning. I always say, and there's the typing, I do the eagle method, that circle and strike.
But you learn, it becomes
easier. Yeah, it becomes easier. It's really, I must say, I can't believe we're more people in South Africa doing that.
I have been slack.
Let's do it. There's Afrikaans saying "bikkie bikkie maak baie."
I've got stuff ready, but just I haven't sat down and done it to actually get it together to send it off. But I'm guilty. I'm so guilty, and I love doing media. So this is crazy that I haven't done anything. But I'm going to catch up. Okay, Erwin.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. That's great. And it could be a little story. I mean, even we're somehow going to get to them. It's going to get to them. And you might put in a story. I've done one about Eunice, a lady that looks after kids. And I've done a follow-up one after that. And it's not been on yet. So, some certain stories I might think is not worthy now, but eventually it'll be there. And eventually somebody will see the story and the true story. It's old Sunny always said, no cabal, no whatever. This is how it is. And that is what I want to say. Come on, guys. Come on. Just do it. Just do it. Try it. If it doesn't work, you record it again. And you make a mistake, just record it again and just send it in. Just go for it.
Cool. Thank you very much for sharing with us and encouraging us and uplifting us. I will take more responsibility for myself and my country and step up. I will post all the details in the video of how to become a field messenger, the links, and at the end of the video and in the video description. So thank you for joining us. and have a beautiful evening.
Absolute pleasure, Tandi. And as I said, anybody want to call me? Only a pleasure. I'll help them. And we got to do this. We really got to do this, and it's fun. And it creates energy to change things, and that energy just goes. And soon I'm going to make one or two very, very positive reports, and I can't wait to do that.
So where our energy goes, there it flows.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I see Gideon's got a question for us.
Yeah, pleasure.
Gideon?
I can't see anything on my screen. I've got this meeting is being recorded, so can you all see me?
Yes, we can see you. But Gideon's going to ask you a question.
I can't see Gideon, unfortunately, but anyway. Hello, Gideon.
Good evening. Hello. I'm going to keep it English so everybody understands.
No problem.
I've got no question. I do have a compliment, and that is that despite of all the things that has happened in Natal, the people in Natal just are such an example, and I want to tell you guys that you are really setting an example on so many levels, despite all the problems that you've had, the floods, the violence, the disruptions, and still you guys are pulling together and making things work. I mean, the people that is putting together all the barter trading groups, they're all from Natal, and we are just like following. So you guys are actually leading in many fields, and I just want to say, guys, thank you for doing what you're doing. It's great to have somebody doing stuff like that, and we can follow and learn from you. That's what I want to contribute.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I can tell you, people got tough and they're standing together, and it gives me goosebumps, but it's awesome. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Erwin.
Thank you. And good night.
Okay, good night.
Good night, everybody.
Can't wait to see the new messengers.
Ciao, ciao.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Good night. Thank you, Erwin.
Okay. All the best.
Thank you.
I'm challenging all of us to see who's first, okay?
Okay, yeah. There I go.
Here we go.
Okay. Bye, guys.
That was so cool. Thank you.
Yeah, that was lovely.
Hi there. This is Erwin, Field Messenger for United Network News. Today is the 6th of November, 2022, and I'm coming to you just to give you a little bit feedback again about the sewage problem, sanitation problem. That is just not stopping here in Amanzimtoti, South Africa. About a week ago, they opened up all the beaches again, and I must tell you that it's nearly holiday season here. December, this place used to get very, very busy. Fantastic holiday destination. But then also, I can also report that cancellations are coming in. People knowing all over the country that comes here that it's just not the place to be because of this problem. Now, they open the beaches, as I said, but the sewage are still running into the ocean. And I'll show you a clip now, what is happening. And people are getting desperate. But thank you for watching. This is Baggies Beach, little kiosk that sells food. This is how it looks like here. There they're eating potatoes. There you go, the restaurant. I'll show you the front of the restaurant. Raw sewage, stinks like you have no idea. This is where the sewage runs into this little river. You can see how the filth is going in there. Winds down around that side and goes into the ocean there. There you have little children swimming in a rock. As I open the beaches, they'll probably go by like you have no idea. Some people on the beach. There is the kiosk that I told you about, very popular one. If those people only know what is behind them. But then I cannot blame the owners, people running it. Maybe it's double standard things that I'm talking about, but they got to make a living. There's another gentleman on Winkelspruit that had a little shop there, but that place is just, nobody's going there. So he's been without any income now for a good 8 months.